So we are going to talk about Vietnam War tunnels because in in the Vietnam Wars they were fighting with America and Vietnam. So what they were trying to do is they made a shelter underground, not that deep. It was just in like high level, just in the dirt part. They weren't into like the rock part because they were not that like they can't be underground because they can't breathe also. So and it's very hot and very cold. So today we're going to talk about the Vietnam tunnels and you. So what are we going to be on the Vietnam tunnels is like there's boy inside this here. So when we go into the Vietnam War tunnels, what do you do? And what does it sounds like? And what does it look like? So when you go into the cave, what you're first going to see is kind of hallways like this. When you go crawling into there, you could hear something like this. There should be in the left side there's a trap. In the right side there's people talking and loud noises. Which one we should pick? Wrong, because when we go to left side, we're probably going to die. So we are going to go to the right side because what's the most genius stuff to do is just wait and then think, and then if the noise stops, then you could go to the right side. But when the noise doesn't stop, well, you have to go to the trap. Well, when you secondly enter the room, you're going to see something like a snake trap. Snake trap is something filled with snakes. Inside a can, there's snakes. And if you could see in this boy is clawing through this rope, right? The rope is attached to another rope, and the other rope is attached to another rope. Then the another rope is attached to the can's opening. So when it gets stung, it is going to be like it's going to fall down, and the snake will come down and bite you, and you'll be game over. So the second thing you're going to see is another trap called a teeth trap, like in this picture. This picture is something like a pointy stuff, like metal. There is like something dirty inside, so Americans will be poisoned. So you could think that the sound trap looks very normal and doesn't look very like harmful, right? Actually, wrong, because when you see that sound trap, it's actually most like second like the worstest trap, because when it's same as the snake trap, the rope is attached to another rope, and then when the the rope goes, then the rope will come down, and then the bell will hit the ground and make a very loud noise, and then so and and Vietnam soldiers will come and shoot with them. The cooking room. We are going to talk about the cooking room now and the usual stuff in the Vietnam War tunnel because we are done with the tracks. So you can see there's the cooking room. Sometimes they eat and dine in there, and sometimes they cook. The command room. You might think that is the command room space. Right. command. This is the command room. So that's where the arrow is showing. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you. And to get more about it, you can read these books about the tunnel rats. Tunnel rats is something that when Vietnam and Americans go into Vietnam war tunnels and then search for a mission.